I didn't mean to hit stop on the last video. I went to hit pause, but whatever. Uh, because I was like, these nostalgia videos are gonna be 1 hour each. Like the only way that there won't be 1 hour is if I run out of stuff to talk about. Anyway, maybe well, in this entire time he's acting like, remember that meme of the guy crying over the Star Wars trailer? That's what he's acting like. This an absolute simp for Jurassic Park. I wouldn't act like that for like Arrow. Like I'm currently watching Christ on Heaven and Earth, so that's badass. Considering they've got like Burt Ward who played Robin in the '60s, even though it's just a cameo appearance, I'm just like, you know, I'm not simping over him. Oh my god, oh this is happening. It's just all in my head. I'm going, wow, this is so badass. Anyway, I think because he's such a simp for Jurassic Park that he, and I might be wrong in this, but there is an inconsistency in the movie that he failed to see because he just loved this scene so much because of T-Rex. There was a bit where he's saying that, you know, the new dinosaur, as he calls it, the Pussysaurus. Still can't say it right. The Pussysaurus. There we go. He has the ability to control the other raptors, but one of the raptors attacks him at this scene. But he's so blind because he's simping for this scene that he fails to recognize it. But I could be wrong. Also, what I mean by him simping for this scene can just look at this. Oh, and by the way, Nostalgia Critic is only really sort of popular now because of that sort of wee mini meme of him like pointing at the camera and pointing at the computer screen that we used in the Powerpuff Girls meme. Yeah, but just look at his reaction.
Movie. God damn you! Not only did you create one of the...
Yeah, I didn't feel that way because, as I said, I seen this before watching the original, and you know So I'm just gonna wait because my mum's phone number might be shown on screen, and I don't want that. So she called me to say that there are chips for me, so I need some of these chips while I wait. Because crop it out on the app I used to crop it out. It's very I don't know what the word is, but it's just easier if I wait like this. I forgot the vendor's call's name of where it was called. So not only did he watch Park before World, he also had like a 23-year gap of nostalgia for the original. I want you to guess who this is. This is Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps, also known as Egoraptor. He was 19 in this clip, reviewing a game called Gunpei, which is, from what he describes, is similar to Tetris. He didn't say that. That's just like what I've picked up on from his description. By saying that it's apparently the masterpiece of a guy called Gunpei Yokoi, who created the Game Boy. And despite the fact that it's his masterpiece, it came out like 9 years after he died. So, just being disrespectful to the man. And PSP version's too hard, DS version's too easy. That's basically it. Oh, when he says the word retarded. Yeah. It shocked me, but it didn't surprise me. That's a little counterproductive, but whatever. And the reason why is because of this.
Axel dropped a lot of N-bombs back in the day, so I've never really been a fan of his either.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, he dropped some N-bombs.
Oh, cool.
Wow, writing the songs.
Oh, fun.
Cool.
How did he get away with that?
1988 was a different time.
How the hell?
Yeah, the song One in a Million. That's right. God, it's been a long time. That was when I was in 3rd grade.
What is he? Well, I guess I can't ask you to say what he's... I just can't imagine the context of, like, this super white dude just dropping N-bombs in a fucking rock and roll song. Seems a little inappropriate.
Ain't it a loss to figure out how I'm at a loss? I got instructions to file my deductions. I ain't no CPA. No way. Nigga, I'm a fucking deducting master.
Now, Aaron, like the dickhead he is probably copyrighted this because he perceives his music as real music. And, well, I mean, rap music isn't real music, but, like, he perceives it to be on the same level as real rap people, like, say, Eminem. Point being that even if he has copyrighted his song in air quotes, the context of why I'm playing it negates your copyright. It's fair use because you have said the N-word in this song, but you also said, and I'm paraphrasing, but imagine being a white guy and saying the N-word. Now, I'm going to play it again, just so you can, like, confirm, if you have any suspicions, you can confirm that he is saying the N-word in this.
He foul disaster. Nigga, I'm a fucking deducting master. He foul disaster. Nigga, I'm a fucking deducting master.
All the way it says no mature content, despite the fact that he says the F word after like 8 seconds. This was released in 2010. Aaron would have been 23 at the time. I'm currently 17. This is cringe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah, well, they're making a new Metal Gear and stuff. And I talked. I gave them the password. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know when you have diarrhea, but it doesn't hurt when it comes out? It's so satisfying, man. Gross.
I'm sorry I had to subjugate that. I don't know who voices this girl because, like, it was a girl's voice. It's not like him trying to do a girl's voice, it was a girl's voice. But she said fag. So, this is a series that he did that only lasted like 4 episodes called Sequelitis, where he would talk about like the subtle perfections in games, like currently Castlevania, and how with the NES, obviously there wasn't a lot of space on it, so usually developers would make the games extremely hard in order to make sure that they were being played more. I probably could have phrased that better, but whatever. But with Castlevania, they did that, but they made it correct by something, I don't know. Then he starts talking about Castlevania 2 and how they improved on the first game. And he goes, "Oh, I know everyone's seen the AVGN review." No, I haven't. Also, it's come out in 2011, but I thought it was supposed to be new when I originally seen it, but when I originally seen it, it was probably 2014. So, somewhat. When he's talking about how, like, the good stuff and the bad stuff, this is how he segues, I guess.
And stuff. Okay, here's what they did wrong. Number 3, towns!
Because that's so funny. Okay, if I don't talk about this, it's gotta be a bit hypocritical, but he's talking about how there's sort of a spike in gamers saying, "Yeah, I get it," when they're playing the start of a new game, because we have tutorials now. Like, pick any modern game, and it's guaranteed to at least try and tell you something of what to do. But like Mega Man from 1987, it didn't. Mainly because it couldn't, but just basically what Aaron is saying is that because, or at least what it feels like to me, is that because these modern games tell you what to do, then they're not as good. But no, what if there's no choice but to tell you what to do? And I'm not talking about like a walkthrough or anything like that. I'm talking about, tutorials. Something as simple as press A to jump. Because the NES only had two buttons. So for Mega Man, one was jump, one was shoot. Simple as that. But an example that he picked out was Assassin's Creed, which is way more complicated because it's more technologically advanced. And because it tells you that you need to hold RT and A to climb, that means it's worse than Mega Man. But no, if there's no choice but to tell you what to do in this way, then that doesn't make it any worse. Because I've been thinking about how Alfred Hitchcock believes that a good film, like real cinema, works if you could watch it on mute and understand it. And yeah, it is better off to show and not tell. But if there's no choice but to tell, that doesn't make something automatically worse. Because then, like, unrealistic genres like sci-fi and fantasy, they are no longer real cinema. So now he's... I forget what I was gonna word it, but he's getting off point. That's what it was, because he's saying that Mega Man is just all about jumping and shooting, so much so to the point where you should just call it Jump and Shoot Man. Then he goes into like a rant going like, "Hey Mega Man, what you doing? I'll just jump and shooting. We're going to do now, so I jump and shooting just for far longer than necessary." Now, I'd say this is a pretty big stretch. So, in the title screen for Mega Man X,
it'll, we'll say like start, options, credits, and they use Mega Man as the sort of cursor. So, say you select like play, Mega Man will shoot the play, like letters with a big green blast, and then once you're actually playing the game, you shoot people. It's just a small yellow blast, and like someone who's first time playing the game knows absolutely nothing about it. Like maybe even the first game ever, they will think, oh, I shot a green thing in the title screen, but I'm only shooting yellow things in the game. Maybe I can do something to make the green things appear. I don't think anyone's going to do that.
Would you look at that? He's talking about Link to the Past. What game did that menu that Doug Walker take from? Oh, it was Link to the Past. I feel like I finally understand why. Like I've tried to play games like the original Zelda, the original Mega Man, etc. And like I played Zelda on the Wii and I played Mega Man on my 3DS. So keep in mind that I'm playing it on those controllers. But I think like, I was born in 2004. Aaron says that the tutorials of where the player goes, yeah, I get it. That spikes up around 1995 to 2005. So around the time I was born. So I was born in the era of tutorials. Aaron was born in the era of learning. So that's why I can't play old games, because they don't actually tell me what to do when I'm used to being spoon-fed. And also, this video explains why I can't play games like Ocarina of Time, other than what I've just said. Problem is, and this goes with basically every fantasy game out there, enemies will just randomly spawn and it scares the crap out of me. I don't understand how it doesn't scare the crap out of everyone else, because like the first time I really thought about it was when I was playing Skyrim and I left like one of the towns, and this was like really early game. So it was after the first mission and you escape the cave, and I go to the closest village and I get a quest and I leave that village. I'm very sorry. Anyway, leave the village and I'm going down the path, and all of a sudden a wolf is like 200 meters to the east. I'm going west. As soon as I step out of the safe zone, that wolf has set his sight on killing my character. And if I go west, and eventually catches up with me, starts biting me. What the hell's going on? Turn around. Jesus. That goes for every fantasy game that I've played. Except for like Between Worlds. I love that game. Anyway. Yeah. The same thing has happened in Fallout, The Witcher, Zelda. I'm just going to leave it at that, but there are others. I get that as hypocritical considering my favourite series is AC, my favourite game is Odyssey, which is very fantasy. But they're tolerable for me, I guess. 2014, at the age of 27, he said once again the word retard. I know that that's not what he was saying. It was just a joke, but the very fact that he mentioned it is quite alarming. He's saying that, like, something like the magic armor from Twilight Princess and the fact that it's like 600 rupees, like, is this a criticism on capitalism and life insurance and stuff? No politics at Nostalgia, please. So this is a channel called Does a Thing. It didn't last very long, but I don't remember when I found it. But right after I finished talking about the last thing I was talking about, I remembered this. Or maybe not the last thing I was talking about, that's something that Aaron was talking about. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play this and then I'll talk later.
Right, I've got all the orbs and talismans I need, and now to defeat Riptide. Oh, how do I...
Cross, my dear boy. Well, for 100 gems, I can get you a bridge. Yes.
100? Fine. Okay, I guess. Man, what a tight one. What is this?
Why, it's a door, a locked one at that.
But you were I saw you and...
A key you would require, just a measly, 100 gems.
Seriously? Fine. Here. Cannot believe that. What? What the fuck?
You seem to be in a bind. Well, for another 500 gems, I can... Ha for everyone.
Fine. Here. Take it. You cheap bastard.
That wasn't very everyone, but here you go.
Finally. Oh, it's beautiful.
Hello, my dear boy.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah. I have no problem with playing any music in the background there because the guy that ran Does a Thing, he doesn't own it. So if that seems a little familiar, the Living Tombstone remixed it for some reason because people like to remix everything. I'm just gonna play a little bit of the remix, which, by the way, came out like 2nd March 2013. The original came out sometime in February 2018. So it could have been only like a couple of days. Like, oh, watch this. Oh, better slap a remix on that. Yes, music. But, anyway, the thing I was going to talk about this is that, like, I know that most people complain about, like, Aaron complain about buying stuff in games, and when people complain about buying stuff, they especially complain about Moneybags, I think the guy's name is, in Spyro. The thing is, I actually liked that because I feel like I had a sense of progression whenever I spent money for stuff like that. Because, like, you play the first game, and the gems does nothing. Like, the only reward you get for the gems, from what I remember, there might have been something else. But from what I remember, it's just unlocking that final level. And yeah, the final level was fantastic. It just doesn't seem like rewarding enough. So I do feel like it was a good thing that they implemented having to spend gems in order to progress. Anyway. So this channel called VAP19, they do advertisements for stuff that they sell on their website, and the stuff that they sell on their website is very diverse. It could be food, it could be sand.
It could be pod holders, etc. And they're cringe. And the amount of views that they get, it's just an ad. Like, me and my brother at like the start of like 2016, I think, were addicted to watching these, despite the fact that they're goddamn ads. It's not real content. Like, you want a real ad? Look at like Orson Welles ads and Hitchcock ads. And like, that's also a message to like the state of movie trailers, because just like Snoop Dogg pointed out with like contemporary rap music, one person decided to do the In a World trailer, and all the other trailers copied it. I feel like we've sort of recovered from it, but it's not as good as it used to be. So, I don't know if they still do it, but they had a series called Awesome Time, which, I mean, even that title is cringe. Anyway, this is hosted by a guy called Jamie. As far as I know, he's the CEO and possibly founder of the company. And I just want to point out that... Give me a second. So, they've also employed